All right, welcome to the Freeform Rock Saturday exclusive. Lee might not be on here for a few weeks because he's going less than part time. So it'd probably be Charles or freaking Jerry on here with me in the coming weeks. And just I just want to thank you, Lee, for
Right
being
on.
on here as long as you have.
Yeah.
And I don't want to burn you out. And I'm glad to have you come on whenever you want to. So that's cool.
Yeah. You're a good guy.
Yeah, I like you.
Yeah.
And myself, I gotta say on behalf of me and Jerry Supe, we will try to keep up the fucking whatever you have done for this show, Lee. We'll try to keep that up for you,
Well,
buddy.
I think it might even be even better because in some ways, sometimes you and Mark or Jerry and Mark have opinions that I think are more like user friendly, like chocolate and peanut butter, as opposed to, let's say,
Bananas and pickles.
Thanksgiving stuffing and strawberry shortcake. You know?
Oh, I would enjoy that, but I'm weird.
Oh, all right. Well then, apples and like the difference between apples and
Miracle Whip. Your favorite.
well, okay, yeah. Like the difference between coffee and cream or apples and Miracle Whip. That just made me think yuck.
Apples and Miracle Whip.
We're like,
yeah.
That's
nuts.
I don't want to say too much on my own behalf because I'm just honored to be in any capacity with any of the mentioned three guys on the show. But I'm a kind of a bridge between the Lee and the Jerry with Mark, I think. I'm kind of in the, in the middle there.
I'm like the troll underneath the bridge.
I like people who don't agree with me because it makes for a fun show.
But
boy, do I excel at that.
Oh, yes, you do.
But when the troll feels he needs to go back underwater,
But I have to say on behalf of fans of the Freeform Rock podcast,
all 10 of them.
There's more than that.
I'm one of the 10.
So all right, then 10 and a half.
I'm only half. Thanks, Lee.
I'm talking about more than 10. 10 and a half.
It's an honor in any way and any time. If Lee said, fuck this, Charles is fucked up, I'm going to take my mantle back. I'll step aside, but I'm just happy to do whatever I can to help the great Freeform Rock podcast.
Yeah, Lee is
would say that, Charles, your opinions would only be as fucked up as the albums that you do.
Well, Lee is always a permanent member of this podcast.
I'm like a permanent rash on myself.
Whenever he wants to, like every other week, like I said, or once a month, whenever. I got Charles, I got Jerry, and maybe I'll bring Andy on with all of you. Yeah, I'm just saying that this podcast is going on. I ain't quitting. I started this before Lee. I had other co-hosts on here, and Lee was the best one. That me and him had the best chemistry on.
Oh, I agree. Lee only says that because he knows that Noel Gallagher wrote one of the best songs he's ever heard, and
that's true. And shut up.
It just irks him that I knew that, but it's okay. It's all right.
But no, I have to thank you for that. That's the one thing is that you actually sometimes are really brilliant and you are a lot like me and
it irks you. Doesn't it? Hurts a little bit, but it's okay.
but at least it's a good irk. At least if I have to drink some medicine, it's good medicine.
Well, it's because Charles likes Fairport Port Convention.
Hey,
and I don't.
They're great. Well,
I was listening to Sandy Jenny the other day, listening to fucking what the Battle of Evermore with Led Zeppelin. And I go, after I listened to it, after I heard Fairport, I go, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
Well, before we get too silly on you picking on Fairport and that's what you do and whatever you want to get Lee pissed off about, let's throw a big love to Andy Rodriguez. He's got a great show.
Hell yeah.
You're in the black.
I'm happy.
Black
I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm doing some with him now because he had been scheduled for a couple of other things that I would be on, and it just happened that today his schedule worked.
He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He always has Al Horta on, who is my man. That's my buddy, man. If we could have Al on everything we could ever do, I love me some Al Horta. And Lee, he's been like begging you to be a friend on Facebook. Add him. God damn it.
Okay, if he wants to, that's fine.
Al rules, dude.
Al does rule, man.
He's a lot of fun. He knows a lot of stuff, man.
He loves Rush, dude. Come on. How could you not like a guy who likes Rush?
I won't hold that against him. But he
fuck off,
man. He rules, and I'm just teasing about Rush. They're cool, man.
Rush is cool.
No, but this was my first time on Freeform, and I'm very thankful. And in fact, I've been listening to Freeform before I had really met Mark personally.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
A big deal right there.
I'm a fan.
I had no idea. That's awesome.
Did you listen to the damn Yankees episode I was on? That was my debut episode.
So,
I didn't know. Hey, I'm gonna give you an insider dope. I really didn't think that like Mark liked it. Like I thought we were doing that as a goof.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought it was.
What am I wearing right here?
I love sticks though.
Okay, Tommy Shaw, dude.
But damn Yankees.
Now you know why I
I gotta change hats
the way I did.
Except for Ted Nugent.
But now you know why I felt the way I did.
Here's an answer for you, Mark, that you asked on Facebook. You said about Tesla. Where's your Tesla hat?
I don't have one.
22 views because nobody gives a fuck about Tesla, dude.
Because they fucking suck.
Well,
the only bad album Tesla ever put out was Shock, and you're gonna love this one, Charles, because Phil Collin produced it, and he fucking took their balls away and squeezed them.
Hey,
and fucking, dude, there was no dual guitar leads on that album. Like 5 songs on that album are good.
Frank is a great guitar player, dude.
So is Phil Rudd.
And Jeff is a great singer with his dentures.
You're talking about people who I don't even know. I mean, you're talking about groups that I don't listen to.
I just made a point. I made a point, Lee. We did. This was before I was added as a permanent member of the BS. We did Tesla. It's got 23 views. Because nobody gives a fuck about Tesla.
Because they're idiots.
I
they're
don't
not Guns
care
N'
for
Roses,
them.
dude.
And I don't care for any of their offshoot stuff either.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's like fucking cool. But Guns N' Roses is on a YouTube level.
But Tesla was the first band back in that era before Appetite came out that fucking made videos with jeans and t-shirts and no fucking makeup.
Andy, who was bigger, Guns N' Roses or Tesla?
Oh, Guns N' Roses. I had to cram for that 11 song that we did for Tesla. I crammed hard for that. So
And I
fine.
like Tesla. I don't hate
Oh, yeah, I do. I think Tesla's a good band, but not better than Guns N' Roses. Come on.
Okay, the
You're
first
both
three albums.
talking like two people who are talking about what's better, chicken or pork, and I'm the vegan.
Mechanical
Okay.
Resonance,
Yep.
fucking the Great
Not better
Radio
than Appetite.
Controversy,
Oh,
Not
stop
better
it.
than
and the
Appetite.
third album by Tesla, kick ass over all those fucking albums by Guns N' Roses. The first
Not better
three.
than
Come on,
Appetite.
dude.
Fuck Appetite.
Why?
Fuck Appetite.
Mark, you always sell Appetite short, and you shouldn't.
I love that album, but I'm saying Tesla, I go back to more.
I'm going to
Why don't we instead talk about the difference between Rat and Rough Cut?
Rat is way better than Rough Cut.
I'm going to ask you one. I'm going to tell you one.
Oh
answer.
boy, you have never heard the first Rough Cut album.
Yes, I did, because you sent it to me.
Mark.
Then I don't like your opinion.
Of course you don't.
Come to Europe. Wear a Guns N' Roses shirt, as I have, and people are like, "Man, Guns N' Roses." Or, well,
Because of one fucking album, man.
that's all it takes. That's all
Absurd
it
and
fucking
old
takes.
school are shit.
That's all it takes. LA
I do
Guns
like
not-
Chinese Democracy, and so does
Why
Lee.
not? Why not Crimson Glory versus the Rods?
LA
I like the
Guns.
Rods.
Rods rule. The LA Guns do not have Fly High. Don't have High Michelle. They don't have Rocket Queen.
Why
They
don't
don't
we
have-
just talk about something else? You're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of just trivial shit
Well,
all for 2
Lee,
hours.
Lee,
So why don't
Lee,
you
don't-
tell me about Lou Rawls, Lee?
Don't tell anybody.
Oh,
Lee,
thank
but
you.
I'll take Oasis over Guns N' Roses.
Well, let's see what Lee.
Well, I
likes
like
about Lou
the
Rawls.
Rawls. You know, he the and it's like you showed me a song that was on Capitol. That's cool. That's he's cool. He does some cool jazz, and then later he was on another label and he did some good stuff.
He's
You
better,
know,
Did
he's
he do that song "You'll Never Find"?
yeah,
I like that. Song.
he's better than Ray Charles.
that's good.
What?
Is he better than Ray Charles?
No,
He's as good.
no.
Is he better than
He's
Stevie
as
Wonder?
good.
Is he better
Maybe
than
as
Stevie
good.
Wonder?
Yeah.
He's as
Stevie-
good as Stevie Wonder?
No, Stevie Wonder. rules.
Stevie Wonder's a songwriter.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But
we haven't
he's
done a
as
Stevie
good as
Wonder
a
album.
song. Stevie Wonder is as good as Lou Rawls.
Let's ask Andy because we're just a bunch of drunk.
Ray Charles is also
arguing
as
in.
good as
Do you like
Lou Rawls.
Andy? Do you like
Lou Rawls is okay, but I think Stevie Wonder is way above Lou Rawls
Thank you.
Stevie
because of
Wonder,
everything Stevie Wonder has done.
Stevie Wonder is a fucking genius.
You have to understand
Incredible.
something.
And he adapted to different music. I mean, he
It's
introduced us to new sounds.
Except
you're
Ebony and Ivory.
making me angry by trying to make me compare them when Stevie Wonder is one of my favorite songwriters.
So, a gun to your head, Lee. Stevie Wonder or Lou Rawls?
I would have to say, shit. As far as their albums, or because album-wise, strictly album-wise, I will say Lou Rawls had a more consistent arrangement and backing. But when it comes to songwriting, Stevie Wonder's the songwriter. So if it came to songwriting, I would have to say Stevie Wonder. But when it comes to actual albums, Stevie Wonder did go through different periods where some of his albums had a sound that I didn't care for more than others, whereas Lou Rawls was basically more consistent throughout his career.
But that's the great thing about Stevie Wonder was that he kept changing and kept introducing new sounds.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
that's the
not
great
saying
thing.
that that's bad, but I'm just saying that just for my taste,
Right.
how I felt.
Yeah.
I
But
love
no,
Stevie Wonder.
but you, Andy, you also have a point that even though I don't agree with you, I have to agree with you.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
when you get to the Stevie Wonder, I just called to say I love you, and Ebony and Ivory, that's kind of shit.
I like I just
called to say I love you. I
like
don't like Ebony and Ivory, but I just called to say I love
when
you.
I saw
think
Paul
that's
McCartney on the Flowers in the Dirt tour, fucking everybody went to the restroom on Ebony and Ivory.
Well, I mean, that was lame, but it was still a nice message.
It was a big hit for both of them, especially
even though Paul McCartney wrote it.
Yeah, I like when fucking Saturday Night Live with Joe Piscopo and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You're black and I am white. You're as blind as a bat. Why I have sight together, amigo, why can't we?
Or like did you ever see Undercover Brother when they did that in the karaoke?
I have that movie. It's a cheesy movie, but I have it.
Oh, I love that movie. It's awesome. He puts hot sauce out of his watch.
Hey, Lee, what is your favorite album of all time? I've never asked you this.
One of them is an album that you would not like at all because it's not your type of music, but I think it's fantastic. It's called The Egg, and that's the group, and the album is called Albumin.
I am actually writing this down, and you could text me the link on this album.
I'll give you that.
I want to prove
the
you wrong.
Egg Albumin. It's not the kind of music you would think that I would like.
How would you think is it rock? Is it rock and roll?
I'll give you the link.
Give me the link, and I'll give you my honest opinion, like I always do, like the United States of America.
Yeah, if you think the Pet Shop Boys are rock, then they're more like that.
The Pet Shop Boys ain't rock; they're electronic. They're good.
Well. Then I guess you'll say the same thing about this band.
Hey, you liked Aha, the album we did by Aha, so.
But now you're saying that Pet Shop Boys is electronic. Boy, you're right, but I mean you're like that's like saying that Slim Jims are meat. They are, but you know what I mean?
They're horrible. I don't like
the Pet Shop Boys are not good. They're horrible.
What? You don't like How Can I?
Oh no.
You don't like Western Girls, dude? Western Girls.
Oh, they're very lame.
They're not good.
You know, Charles, I'm writing this down because
I will say that if I'm doing some scrub work and I'm watching the walls and a whole bunch of songs are going on the radio and Western Girls come on and I don't want to put Soapy Hands on my stereo, I'll let it listen. But if another song by them comes on, then I don't care. Then the radio gets Soap.
Okay, I just want to ask all of you guys, Charles, what is your favorite album of all time?
If I'm put on the spot, it's gonna be a tie, three-way tie. You know, it's kind of a sellout, but a three-way tie. White Album, What's the Story, Morning Glory, and Appetite.
What's yours, Andy?
Oh, dude, that's such a big question. I knew that you were going to ask me. Oh man, of course, you got to break it down. You would say the Beatles are my number one favorite. So you would think that it would have to be one of those albums, but it's not. That's a tough question. I would have to say, I think Dark Side of the Moon is perfect from beginning to end. That and Black Sabbath's Paranoid are perfect from beginning to end.
Be like Charles, be a three-way tie. Be the Beatles' Revolver.
All right.
Rush Signals.
Oh, all right.
And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's a hard one by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, man.
Which one, though?
It's a hard one. I'm thinking of it right now. It's fucking so hard. It's so fucking hard to fucking pick a Tom Petty album because they're all fucking great.
Then why don't you just say any Tom Petty album would be your
Any
third
Tom
favorite?
Petty album.
All right.
I just say
I love Dan the Torpedoes.
Gamma Torpedoes is amazing.
All right.
But then I go,
Even though I don't totally agree with the Tom Petty, I will say that both of your choices, Mark, I have to say they're more in line with my taste.
but Lee, what is your favorite album of all time?
Well, one of the ones was the one I mentioned, but one of the other ones, even though I don't like one song off of it, which is not a bad song, it's just the last song is okay, but by the group Spirit, called The 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. That's a really good album.
Didn't we do a Spirit review?
Yeah. We did do
You
one.
didn't pick that album.
No, but I picked another one that I wanted to pick that album, the one that I picked when I picked it.
Okay, then I'm gonna go around because it was Eddie Van Halen's birthday, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give what is your best Eddie Van Halen memory?
Bro, man, I'm one of those guys because I came up. I'm a little bit younger than you, Mark Alden Taylor, and all that. Fucking goddamn
Get down lower so we can see your eyes.
hot for teacher.
There you go.
My favorite video of all time. It rules, and it made me deep dive back to the original six-pack. Hot for teacher.
What about you, Andy?
Man, there's so many, but I would have to go back. When you asked that question, the first thing that popped into my head was the first time I saw him live. And in fact, it was the tour that they got ridiculed for with Sammy in 2004 when they came back. You know, that was the first time I saw him live, so I couldn't keep my eyes off of Eddie, even though he looked sick. But he played so well, but he still looked healthy because he was going through the a little bit after that he will be diagnosed with cancer. But that was my favorite memory, was seeing him live for the first time. I was just enthralled to see him on stage.
What about you, Lee?
Have you ever heard of the group Yellow?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever saw the video "The Night Is Young"?
Yeah.
Well, there's two different versions of it, but either one I'll there's one that's even weirder than the other one. That one's probably one of the most interesting videos ever done.
With
It's
Eddie
really
Van
cool.
Halen?
No, we're talking about the group Yellow.
Well, we're talking about Eddie Van Halen. It's his birthday.
I thought you said what's my favorite video.
Oh, what's your favorite Eddie Van Halen memory?
Oh, then
I was wondering what you're talking about.
Talk about before I'll answer you and then I'll tell you something else. I guess my favorite Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen memory, I guess it would just be seeing them live when I saw them because they were so good.
You saw him on 1984 tour.
Yeah.
That.
But I'll tell you some, like for instance, I was once having a conversation with my dad and we were talking about something. And then all of a sudden, I thought we were talking, and then I was mentioning some about a song by Barry Manilow, and I said, I thought that this one song he did was good, and my dad went, "What are you talking about?" And I went, "I thought we were talking about Barry Manilow." And he went, "Oh, for Pete's sake, I thought we were talking about ships." and so anyway, go on, Mark.
Well, my favorite memories, I agree with Charles. It's like that Hot for Teacher video because I like blondes and boobs. And him going on that fucking like library fucking that long
table.
fucking table just fucking just like kicking.
Yeah.
It's like that smile Nobody had a smile like Eddie. Think of any rock star who had that fucking mischievous smile that fucking Eddie had. Nobody. And fucking also Alex Van Halen fucking dancing the opposite. It's fucking amazing. It's like that was like awesome.
Like that.
It's like, dude, that dude had a smile. It's like everybody said, fucking this woman had a smile that launched
That lit up
1,000
the room.
ships. It's like you saw Eddie Van Halen in videos like Jump, Hot for Teacher. That dude had the smile that just fucking just made you happy. It's like, my God, nobody talks about Eddie Van Halen smirks. It's like that dude was so fucking personable that you just wanted to hug him.
He lost that with the Van Hagar years. Amazing.
Well, Sammy had a smile too. Not like Eddie.
Well, guys, I hate to cut it short, but I'm gonna dip out. It's late here. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Okay.
It's cool, man. We can get out of here, man. But
Okay. Thank you,
no,
Charles.
y'all keep on going. Y'all keep on going.
No, dude, I'm done, man.
I want to use your excuse for me to leave too.
All right, yeah, you use excuses all
But it was very nice meeting.
Very nice to
see
meet
you guys,
too,
man.
Andy.
And next week it's be Jerry Supe. I don't know what album he's gonna pick, and the week after be Charles. And I don't know if Lee will do the third week, but Lee, give me an album in 3 weeks.
Take care, buddy.
All right, guy, man. Lee, you know what? Say fucking goodbye,
Okay.
bitch.
Bye.
Later, guys.